All right, so for the flow for today is definitely going to be a bit more core intensive, and definitely getting into the glutes and the outer hips. A lot of like internal rotation, like leg crossing, this kind of thing. So just kind of be ready for that. I have 2 demonstrations before we start. We're going to take this toward a one-legged crow, and keep in mind you don't have to take it all the way there. Work things as best you can. At least get into the crow setup, and this is where we're going to bring this to at the end of each sequence once we get to the main part of the flow. So you're going to start this in the crow setup here. So when you forward fold, both hands down, shoulder width, dig your fingertips down. Lift your heels and bring the knees to touch your arms. And you can always just stay here with the setup, but lean forward, look forward, grip with your fingers, and take this here to balancing. Now, if you're ready to take this even further, if you actually want to bring this up, then keep leaning forward, keep looking, and work to lift your feet together at the same time. Big toes to touch, bring the heels up toward your seat, and try to stay lifted. Now, if you want to take this toward the one-legged crow, which is much harder to keep in mind, there's a few ways to play around with this. You can see about just shifting weight. I'll cue which leg, but I'm going to lean over to my right side this time and just hover my left knee and then set it back down. You may find just by doing that, that's about enough. If you can keep that knee lifted, see about squeezing the second leg into the first and coming over to the other side. So both my whole legs are over to the right. If you can take it further still, maybe extend the lifted leg back and up. And keep in mind, you want to get at least a little bit vertical with that to hold on to your balance, and just work it as best you can. If you're going to extend, don't let the leg go too far, too fast. Be sure you can control the position, or else you're going to be coming right down, which isn't a disaster, but of course you want to stay balanced. So just work that as best you can and have that in mind. Again, that's at the end of the sequence. Now at the very beginning here, I'm going to go through one more demonstration because we're going to hop this back and forth a little bit. And the intention with this is not only to warm yourself up, but to be sure you're actually using your glutes and firing that up, keeping your hips squared. And you're going to hop this in a 3-legged dog. So you're going to have both hands down in downward facing dog, one leg lifted. And I want you to straighten that leg as much as you can. Point the foot, reach for the toes, lock the knee. Your thigh should be tense, and you should feel the lift in the glutes on that side. And then to start, you're going to look forward toward your hands. Keep the base foot where it is. That's my right foot. Bend the knee of the base leg and just let your hips go up and down. Keep the glutes engaged on the lifted leg side. And we'll just take it back and forth. You're going to press into that base foot, hop it forward, and then press in that foot and hop it back. You don't have to go that far. You don't have to go that high, keep in mind. Just take it to where you're comfortable with. If you want to take it further, the other extreme is to press in that foot, maybe come toward inversion, where your hips come towards stacking over your shoulders. But again, we're going to take it back and forth. Control the movement as we go. And we'll take that through about 3 rounds. We'll end where we started, keep in mind, and we'll move into the flow from there. So just work things as best you can. See how far you want to go with this today. So to start, let's start this kneeling. And I actually want to stretch out the bottoms of the feet in this position. So knees together, feet together as well, but tuck all 10 toes underneath. And then go ahead and reach back and see that all 10 toes are going to comply. So if the pinky toes don't want to get there by themselves, go ahead and help them out. And when you come into this position, really dig your toes down. Keep your feet active like this. Just sit upright for a moment. And now if the soles of your feet are tight, if this is excruciating, you can let this go at any time, keep in mind. But try to hold on to this as best you can for at least a few more seconds. And then we're just going to settle in an upright seat for about a minute or so. If you can hold on to this position, stay here. Keep your toes pressing down. Otherwise, go ahead, flatten your feet underneath you. Maybe take a cross-legged seat, whatever suits you best. But open up your palms on your lap. Let your shoulders sink down. And just keep this upright. So keep your core engaged. Reach the top of the head straight up toward the ceiling. Bring your chin in just a little bit. And just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And just start to deepen your breathing here when you're ready. So with the inhales, pulling as much as you can, try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And whether your toes are tucked or not, go ahead and bring your hands down, come into all fours for a moment, shake your feet out, shake your legs a little bit. And then go bring yourself back to an upright seat. Now again, ideally sitting on your shins with the feet flat underneath. You can take a cross-legged seat or whatever suits you best. But again, sit this up tall. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms straight up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reach us up high. Now with the exhale this time, bring the hands down through center and then down to your right side. So both palms down to the floor. Let your body twist to the right. And as you press down, lift the hips a little bit. Look over your right shoulder. And then just come down. Take it from this side to the left. So bring both hands down to your left side. Look over your left shoulder this time. Maybe lift your hips a little bit. Feel your body twist. And we'll take this further. Set yourself down. Bring the right hand down to the right side. And this time, reach your left arm to the right side. So stretch your left arm long. Look over the right shoulder. Maybe lift your hips here. And then release that. Switch it out. Left hand down to your side. Reach the right arm left. Stretch your right arm long. Feel that stretch to the side of your torso here. Look back over your left shoulder. And then bring it back down. One more round. Right hand down at the right side. Left arm stretches to the right. And really lengthen this out as much as you can. Look over the right shoulder. Just breathe. And then switch it out one more time. Left hand down at the left side. Right arm stretches over to the left. Look over your left shoulder and really reach as long as you can through that right arm. And then bring it back down. Come back to center. Bring your hands forward. Come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, just take a moment here. Move around a little bit. Now we're just going to thread the needle from here. And we'll just take this into the stretch one time. So wrist underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips just to set this up. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your right arm high. And then with the exhale, bring the right arm underneath. The shoulder comes all the way down to the floor. And just press that shoulder down. Press the back of the right hand down. Press to your left hand. Now as your left hand presses down, look over your left shoulder. Try to look up toward the ceiling. This is good enough right here. And if you want to take it further, you can reach that left arm high. Maybe take a half bind, bring the left arm behind your back. Now, if you lifted the left hand, go ahead and set it back down. With your next inhale, reach your right arm high. And then with the exhale, come back down, back to all fours. Let's take the other side. Inhale your left arm up high. Exhale, left arm underneath. Bring the shoulder all the way down and keep it down. And press down to the length of your left arm. Now, as you press into your right hand, stack the right shoulder over the left. Gaze up high over that right shoulder and just breathe the twist. If you want to change this up a little bit, maybe reach that right arm high. Maybe take a half bind and bring the right arm behind your back to pull the shoulder further back. And then if you lifted the right hand, set it back down. With your next inhale, reach your left arm high. And then with the exhale, come back to center here, back to all fours. Now from all fours, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, we'll take this into the wrists right away. So with your palms facing down, go ahead and rotate your hands. Fingertips out to the side and in toward your knees as far as you can go. And do that on both sides. Flatten your hands, spread your fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down. And keep the hands active like this. Keep them gripping. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Spread your shoulder blades apart. And this is good enough. You can just stay right here. Keep the tension and hold the stretch. If you want to take this further, then hold on to all that, but step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor behind you. And then bring the right big toe past the left edge of your mat. Now keep the right leg straight. Lock the knee, but lift the foot up off the floor. Look over your left shoulder. Maybe you see the foot, maybe you don't. But stay extended like this and feel the lift in the glutes on the right side. Now to take this further, we're going to pulse the heel up higher on my count. So bring that right heel up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Bring your right knee down. Take it on the other side. Left foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Bring that left big toe past the right edge of the mat and look over your right shoulder. Now lift your left foot. Keep the leg straight. Lock the knee. Feel the lift in the glutes on the left side. And then let's pulse from here. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Bring your left knee down. Come up onto your fingertips. And then walk the hands in about one hand's length in front of your knees. Now one more stretch from here. Flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down. Palms facing up. Fingertips pointing toward you. Now flatten your hands like this, spread your fingers out wide. You can always keep more of the weight back on your legs. But keep your hands tense, fingers spread wide and fingertips pressing down like you're gripping the floor with the backs of your hands. This is good enough right here. Now try to keep your spine lifted, shoulder blades spread apart. Keep the upper back rounded as you hold. And it's good enough just to stay here. Hold the tension in your hands. If you want to take this further, then start to move from the leg. Shift the weight to the left knee. And then bring the right knee across past your left leg. And then switch this out, legs side to side. Come back to center. Come over to the right leg. Left knee crosses your right leg here. And just take it back and forth. Now keep your fingertips pressed down and just let the legs cross one side and then the next. Take it at your own pace. No reason to go fast here. Keep your fingertips pressed down the whole time. Keep your movement controlled. And you can always cross the legs in tighter if you want to make this a little bit more interesting. And then just give this one more round from wherever you are. So go ahead and finish this with your left leg coming past the right leg for one more cross. And then bring it back to center on both knees. Come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels. Just take a moment here, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, bring your legs out from underneath you, come to a seat. And then we'll take this into a couple versions of reverse tabletop. So feet in front of you, about hips width distance apart. Hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. Now palms down, fingertips forward if you can. If you need to back off for the wrist, you can always rotate the fingers out to the sides, right and left. But either way, pressing your hands and feet, lift your seat up off the floor. Let's take this up and down. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high and just hold. Now as you hold on to that lift, keep your glutes squeezing, keep the hips lifting. You can look forward, look up, hang your head back, whatever you like, but hold the tension of the lift. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come all the way down. And you can always take a moment, shake your hands out in between. We'll take it up for another round. So when you're ready, reset your hands shoulder width, whatever rotation you need for the fingers. Just lift your seat up off the floor. Now this time we're going to lift one foot on the floor at a time. And if you need to have both feet down, just feel free and do it like we just did. But otherwise, bring the left foot to center. Pull the right knee to your chest and keep that knee pulled in. And let's take this up and down. Inhale, press your hips up as high as you can. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, press up, hold at the top. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come down. Now inhale, lift one more time and stay here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, hips lifting. You can always extend that right leg higher. And then from wherever you are, set the right foot down. Bring everything back down to the floor for a moment. And maybe just loosen up your hands a little bit. When you're ready, reset for the other side. So again, hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. Lift your seat up off the floor. Now step your right foot to center, that's your base foot. Pull the left knee to your chest, keep it pulled in. Up and down from here. With the inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, press up, hold to the top. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come down. Now inhale, lift and hold here. Keep lifting. You can gaze wherever you like, but keep your hips lifting. Maybe extend the left leg even higher. And then bring the left foot down, bring everything down. And take a moment, shake your hands out again. And then once you're ready here, just go ahead, take hold of your knees, lean back, pull your legs in close, and bring yourself to balancing in your sit bones. Here, we're going to take this into boat. Now as you draw the thighs in close, you're working the compression here, closing the gap between your thighs and your belly. Sit this up as tall as you can. And then from wherever you are, release your grip, arms at your sides. And then bring the feet up, bring your shins toward parallel with the floor. Still try to sit this up tall and keep the legs in close. Now, if you wanted to stay here, this is fine, but otherwise we're going to take this further. I'm going to cue this toward lowering and lifting. So with an inhale, just lean back and extend your legs. Exhale, pull back up, sit this up tall. Inhale, lean this back again. Exhale, pull back up. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, pull this up. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, back up to boat. Inhale, lean this back again. Exhale, pull in. One more time. Inhale, lean this back. Exhale, pull up one more time. Hold here. And now we're going to do this a little bit differently. So we're going to bring this forward. One leg extended, one foot to the floor, working that compression, closing the gap between the thigh and the belly. So when you're ready, the right foot comes down, left leg forward. Now press into your hands, press your torso forward into the right thigh. You're trying to round forward as much as you can. You can bend the left knee if you need to, but try to keep the leg straight if you're able. Set yourself back down, come back to boat. We'll take that on each leg. So left foot down, right leg forward. Press your torso to your left thigh. And then bring yourself back down, legs back together. Now, if you want to take it further, you can then go ahead and reach your hands forward and try to do this with some balance with the legs squeezing toward each other. But right foot down, left leg forward, lean forward. Press the torso into your right thigh. Bring it back to center, back to both legs together. Nothing wrong with using your hands. Left foot down, right leg forward. Press your torso to your left thigh. Bring it back down, come back to both. Right foot down, left leg forward. Press your torso forward. Doesn't look like much, but it's not supposed to be easy. Bring it back down, legs back together. Left foot down, right leg forward. Press yourself forward again. Come back down, back to both. 2 more rounds. Right foot down, left leg forward. Press your torso forward around your spine. Bring it back to your seat. Bring your legs together. Left foot down, right leg forward. Press your torso into your left thigh. Come back down, back to both. 1 last round. Right foot down, left leg forward. Press yourself forward again. Bring it back down, legs back together. Left foot down, right leg forward. Press into that left thigh 1 more time. And then bring it back down, back to both. And then when you're ready, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands. Find all fours. And once you're in all fours, again, move around. Now we'll take this a little bit differently. I'm going to take this into the hips before we go anywhere else. So when you're ready, bring the right forearm down to the floor and then come down onto your right hip. Now you're going to start this in a reclining position. It's not going to feel like that for too long. But right leg on the floor, keep it straight. Right hip down. Keep the toes pointed out to the side. Left foot steps behind your right leg, and the left hand comes in front of your chest. Now lean into your left hand. Press into both hands. Press into your left foot. Lift the right hip up off the floor. And we're just going to work on that right leg. So lift the right foot up as high as you can. Toes stay pointed to the side. And set the foot back down. Lift the right leg again. Set the foot down. Right foot high. Bring the foot down. Lift your right foot. Set it back down. Right foot high, hold here. Now keep that foot lifted. We're going to pulse it up even higher on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. And then come back to center, back to all fours. Let's take all that on the other side. So when you're ready, come down onto your left forearm and on the left hip. Now left leg stays extended, the toes are pointed left, right foot steps behind your left thigh. Now bring the right hand in front of your chest, lean into your right hand, and then press into both hands, press into the right foot, lift your left hip, and we're going to focus on that left leg. Lift the left foot up as high as you can, keep the toes pointed to the side. Set that left foot down. Left foot up high again. Set the foot down. Lift your left foot, bring it back down. Left foot up high, bring it down again. And then lift your left foot 1 more time. Hold it here. And we'll pulse it up higher on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Come back to center. Back to all fours. Take a couple breaths here. And then from all fours, we're going to take it from the hands and down onto the forearms. So you're going to bring both forearms down to the floor. Now we're going to take this into dolphin. You got 2 choices. You can have the forearms parallel with the palms down, or you can press the palms together. But whatever you do, see if the elbows stay within shoulder width. So bring it a little bit closer than you need to start. Now once you're ready, come up into dolphin, tuck your toes, lift your knees, bring your hips up high. And just feel how far you want to take this. Now you can stay loose, keep your feet further back, maybe hold a bend in the knees. If you need a break, you can set your knees down and come up whenever you're ready. If you want to make it harder, you can walk your feet forward, get your hips up as high as you can. Now whatever you do, press in your hands, let your head just hang, stay lifted from between the shoulders. And it's good enough just to be here. Now if you want to take this further, I'm going to cue this into dolphin push-ups. So for that, with an inhale, bring your chin forward toward your hands as far as you can. Exhale, press it back, hips high. Inhale forward for 2. Exhale back. Forward for 3. Exhale back. Forward for 4. Exhale back again. Forward for 5. Exhale back. Forward for 6. Exhale back. Forward for 7. Exhale back. Forward for 8. Exhale back. Forward for 9. Exhale back. Forward for 10. Exhale back 1 more time. Set your knees down. Come up onto your hands. And take a moment here to breathe. And then once you're ready, you want to take this back down, but this time it's a lopsided shape. So stay in your left hand, but come down onto the right forearm. Right elbow to the side. Bring the right hand to center. That forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back and stack the elbow directly over the wrist. Keep that left elbow pulled in. And just look straight down. Tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees. Get your hips up high. Just a lopsided dolphin here. Again, you can stay loose. You can take a break and come down. Come back up whenever you're ready. Keep that left elbow pulled in. Maybe walk your feet further forward and get your hips up higher. Now keep that left elbow pulled in. We're going to move from the left leg. So with an inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, pull this in. Left knee to left arm. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, left knee to left arm again. Inhale, the left leg high. Exhale, pull the knee in one more time. Inhale, lift your left leg high, hold here. And then bend the left knee, hang the left foot to the right, but keep the left elbow pulled in. You're going to scorpion the pose. Take an inhale, straighten out your left leg. And with the exhale, bring that foot down, bring your knees down. And come back up onto your hands. Take a moment here to breathe, move around. And then, of course, you got to take that on the other side. So once you're ready, bring that left forearm down, but stay in your right hand. Left elbow to the side. Left hand comes to center. That forearm's diagonal. Slide the right hand back. Stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep the elbow pulled into your side. Now look down at the floor. Tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees. Get your hips up high. Keep that right elbow pulled in. You can always stay loose. You can always just hold this pose. If you're going to move with this, we're going to start with the right leg. So with an inhale, raise your right leg high. Exhale, pull it in. Knee to right arm. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, knee to right arm again. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right arm one more time. Inhale, lift your right leg, and if you can take it further, scorpion the pose. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left. Keep the right elbow pulling into your side. With an inhale, straighten that right leg. With the exhale, set the foot back down, bring your knees down. And come back up to all fours. And once you're back in all fours, take a moment here to breathe. Again, move around. Now, you can stay here and breathe, take a little break, maybe take another stretch before you move on. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now, once you come into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms down flat, and see you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs as well as the outside edge of your hands. Now, sink your chest low to the floor, but at the same time, press your hips up as high as you can. Keep some tension in your core and keep the upper body in one long line for the wrist creases through to the hips. Now, if you got tension behind the legs and the hamstrings, let it go. Put a bend in the knees, still keep your hips high. And you can always just pedal this out and stay loose. Let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step this to the front of that. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows. Maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And then restack your spine. So just slowly roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and just release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here. Wrist length the shoulders, palms press down, press the floor away from you, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And keep your spine lifted, keep the shoulder blades spread apart. Try to hold your body in line, shoulders through hips through heels. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We'll take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel up again. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. And work to lift it up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll this back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press your palms down to the floor. Let's take it upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet in this position. Keep your legs active. Work to lift the knees from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Try to pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift with your arms. Lift up with your shoulders as well. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high, back to down dog. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale your right leg high behind you. Find that three-legged dog. So straighten your right leg, point the foot, reach for the big toe. Now lock the knee, tense up the thigh, and feel the lift in the glutes on the right side. Now with your right leg still straight, lift your right hip, and without bending your knee, reach your right foot as far left as you can. And then come back to center. Square your hips. You're still in that three-legged dog. Keep your right leg straight. Now look forward toward your hands. Keep the left foot where it is. Bend your left knee. Feel your hips move straight up and down. And we're going to take this back and forth. So when you're ready, press into that left foot. Hop it forward. Press into your left foot. Hop it back. You don't have to go up too high. Press into your left foot. Hop this forward again. Press into that left foot. Hop it back. Now press into your left foot. Hop forward one more time. Press into the left foot. Hop it back. Still in your three-legged dog, right leg high, take an inhale. With the exhale, pull it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists around your spine. Inhale the right leg up high. Now with the exhale, bring it forward and twist. Knee to left elbow, stay twisted. And extend the right leg all the way to the left side, set your right foot down. Now you can just hold the twist here or take fallen triangle. So for that, drop your left heel, press to the right hand, reach your left arm high. Keep your hips lifted, gaze high, and just breathe here. Now maybe just keep pressing to both feet. If you want to change the pose, maybe lift that right foot up off the floor. Now from wherever you are, take an inhale. And with exhale, come back to center. Left hand down, right foot between your hands, low lunge. And then from your low lunge, we'll take it to warrior one. So with an inhale, drop the left heel. Hands to your hips. Bring your torso all the way to upright. And give yourself a moment to find your stance. Deep under the right knee, straight left leg. And nice wide stance so your hips can square toward the front. So adjust as you need to. Maybe bring the feet out wider, maybe take a shorter stance. Now as the feet are flat, left foot points to the side about 45 degrees or so. Sink your hips down low. And then with an inhale, reach the arms up high. With the exhale, bring your hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open like this. Now keep the hips low, keep them squared. And then it's going to be a subtle movement here. I want you to keep your hips where they are in space, but just take this slow. Bend your left knee, lift your left heel just a little bit, and then set the left heel down, straight leg. Bend your left knee and lift your left heel. Keep the hips where they are, and then set your left heel back down. One more time, bend the left knee, lift your left heel, and then set the heel back down. With your next inhale, bring your gaze up high, shoulders pulled back. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, come into a humble warrior. So let yourself come forward, right shoulder toward the right knee, maybe round down inside the right leg. You can hang your head. Now if you want to take it deeper, press your knuckles toward the ceiling, but keep your hips squared, right hip back, left hip forward. Now while you're folded like this, stay engaged, keep your hips squared toward the front. And if you can take this deeper than like before, bend your left knee and just lift your left heel, but keep the hips as they are. Focus the weight on the right leg. Now, if you lifted that left heel, set it back down. With an inhale, bring your torso all the way upright. Reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, vertical twist. Right arm back, left arm forward, open to the right. Now, inhale back to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale back to center, arms high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward. Hold here. Now, keep your spine upright. Look back toward the right hand. Try to keep your arms in line. Take this with a half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder further back. And then maybe lean forward a little bit, but bring that left hand outside your right thigh. And deepen the twist, pull the right shoulder even further back. Now I want to take this down low. Go ahead, look over your left shoulder, but keep the right shoulder pulled back, lift your left heel. And then slowly bring your left knee all the way down to the floor. Now once you're in this kneeling lunge, see about taking it deeper, slide that left arm further past the right leg. Pull that right shoulder back, gaze up high, and just breathe. Now take an inhale.
And with the exhale, keep that right arm behind your back, but release the twist. So bring your belly down to touch the right thigh. Left hand meets the right. So palms are open, fingers wide, shoulders pulled back, elbows wide here. And we're going to go from this position all the way up to standing with the left leg lifted. So put the weight to the right foot, lift your left knee. Now take this slow. Pull the left knee toward your chest. Bring this all the way upright with your left knee high. Just take it slow. You can step that left foot down from underneath your knee. And then come down the same way. Hinge from the hips. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And then bend the right knee. Left foot comes down. Left knee comes all the way down. Bring it back up. Press into the right foot. Pull the left knee toward your chest. Bring yourself all the way upright. Hinge from the hips. Bring your left knee up high. And then shoulders stay pulled back. Hinge from the hips. Face your chest toward the floor. Now bend to the right knee. Take it slow. Left foot comes down. Left knee comes down. Belly to the right thigh. Bring it up one more time. Press into the right foot. Left knee pulls in toward your chest. Bring this all the way upright. And bring your left knee up high. Now just breathe here for a moment. And then when you're ready, switch this out. Set your left foot down. And then lift the right foot up off the floor. Right knee high. Now dig into the left big toe. Keep your gaze forward. Slow your breathing down. Once you're ready, just take this as a standing twist. So release the left hand. Bring it to the outside of the right knee. And then just pull the right shoulder back and look to the right. Now as you open into this twist, just keep breathing with us here. And if you want to take this a little bit further, you can take this toward an eagle bind. Go ahead, bend the left knee and look over your left shoulder. So your chest stays open to the right side. Cross the right leg over the left. And then start to reach that left arm down past the right leg. Palm open to the right. Now if you're going to take this down further, you can sink further into the legs into that cross. Maybe slide that left arm further down. Right shoulder stays high. Keep breathing here. And then from wherever you are, with an inhale, just bring this back to center. Hands to hips, right knee lifted. And with the exhale, just set the right foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. We're going to take this into crow. So palms down, hands to shoulder width. Grip the floor with your fingers. Lift your heels and touch your knees to your arms. Now look forward, lean forward, take it slow. You can stay here. If you're going to come into crow, lean forward and lift your feet together. Big toes to touch, heels toward your seat. Now if you want to take the one-legged crow, lean your weight to the left. See about just lifting that right knee. Maybe squeeze the right leg into the left. And maybe extend that right leg up and back if you want to take it further yet. Just take it slow. And then move through your vinyasa when you're ready. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle out. And then we'll bring all that to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high, find your three-legged dog. Straighten your left leg, point to the foot, reach to the big toe. Keep the thigh tense, keep the knee locked, feel the lift in the glutes on your left side. And then with that leg still straight, lift your left hip, stack it above the right. Reach that left foot as far right as you can without bending your knee. Now keep your body long, square your hips, come back to that three-legged dog with your hips still squared. Now look forward toward your hands, keep the right foot where it is. But bend the right knee, feel your hips move straight up and down. And then let's take this back and forth. So press into your right foot, hop this forward. Press into your right foot and hop it back. Press into the right foot, hop it forward again. And then press into your right foot and hop it back. Now press into your right foot, hop it forward one more time. Press into your right foot, hop it back. Now you're still in that three-legged dog. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale forward and twist, knee to right elbow, stay twisted. And then extend the left leg to the right side, set your foot down. Now if you want to take it further, find that fallen triangle, drop the right heel, reach your right arm high, hips are lifted, gaze up high, and just breathe. If you want to take it further, you can lift that left foot up off the floor. Take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, back to center, right hand down, left foot between your hands, low lunge. And then from your low lunge, it's warrior one. So with an inhale, drop the right heel, hands to your hips, and then bring your torso all the way upright again. Now take a moment to feel this out. Deep bend left knee, right leg straight. Both feet flat. Right foot points aside 45 degrees or so. But pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Keep your hips squared. And don't be afraid to shorten or widen the stance as you need to. Be sure you can stay squared to the front. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, come to that humble warrior bind. Now interlace the fingers, find the interlace that feels strange, opposite what you had the last time. Pull your palms together, keep your shoulders pulled back, open up your chest, and keep your hips down low. Now just a subtle movement here again, but on this side. So just take it slow. Keep the hips where they are, but bend the right knee, lift your right heel just a bit. And then set that right heel back down. Bend the right knee, lift the heel, keep your hips in place. And then set the right heel back down. One more time, bend the right knee, lift the right heel. Set that heel down and set the foot flat. Take an inhale, gaze up high, shoulders pulled back. And then with the exhale, hinge from the hips, come down toward that humble warrior, left shoulder toward the left knee. Now you can just stay at the left knee, maybe round down inside the left leg. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling and stretch the shoulders. But keep the left hip pulling back, right hip pulling forward. And if you want to go further here, then just like before, keep the hips in place, but bend the left knee, bend the right knee rather, lift the right heel, and just focus the weight on your left leg. Now if you lifted the right heel, set it back down. With an inhale, bring your torso all the way up, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward, open to your left side. Inhale, back to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, reach us up high. Exhale one more time, left arm back, right arm forward, hold here. Now keep your torso upright, arms in line, look back toward that left hand. Take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing, pull the shoulder further back, keep the twist. And then lean forward if you need to, but bring that right arm outside the right leg, palm facing away. Now I want to take this down low. You can lean further forward if you need to. Left shoulder stays high, but lift the right heel and slowly bring that right knee all the way down to the floor into a kneeling lunge with the twist. Now see about taking it deeper. Reach that right arm further down the left leg. Left shoulder stays high. Keep breathing here. Now keep your left arm bound, but take an inhale. And with the exhale, release the twist. Right hand comes back to meet the left. Palms open, fingers spread wide, shoulders back, elbows wide. Bring your belly down to touch your left thigh. Keep your weight forward. And then focus weight on the left foot. Lift the right knee and take it slow. Pull the right knee toward your chest. And then slowly hinge up to standing on that left foot with your right knee lifted. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Let's take it down. Hinge from the hips. Face your chest toward the floor. And then bend the left knee. Take it slow. Right foot comes down, right knee comes down, belly to your left thigh. Bring it up again, load the left foot. Pull the right knee toward your chest. Come up to vertical, right knee high, take it slow. And then hinge forward. Whoop. Face your chest down. Bend the left knee, take it slow. Right foot down, right knee down, belly to the left thigh. One more time, bring it up, pressing that left foot. Pull the right knee toward your chest. Bring this up to vertical, right knee high. And just hold here for a moment. When you're ready, switch it out. Right foot to the floor. Bring your left knee up high. Now ground to that right big toe. Once you're stable, take the standing twist. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. Pull the left shoulder back, open your chest to the left side. You can stay right here, and this is good enough. Now if you can take it further, see about coming down with the legs crossed. So open up the right hand out to the left side. See about looking over the right shoulder, left shoulder pulled back. Bend the right knee, cross the left leg over the right. And maybe fold this forward and slide that right arm further down and deepen your twist. To keep the left shoulder high, keep your chest opening toward the left side. And just take this to where you can. Now slowly, from wherever you are, with an inhale, bring yourself upright. Left knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then just set your left foot down. With the next inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, and let's take this back in a crow. Palms down, hands to shoulder width, grip the floor. Lift your heels, bring the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow. And if you're going to balance it, lean forward and lift your feet together. Big toes to touch, heels toward your seat. Take that to where you can. Now, if you want to take it toward one leg, lean to the right side. Maybe lift your left knee. Maybe squeeze the left leg to the right. Maybe extend that left leg up and back. And then again, when you're ready, take it through your Vinyasa. And then we'll take this into half pigeon. When you're ready, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist. Right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now flatten your left foot, straighten your left leg. Pull the left hip forward. Keep it in line with the right. Sink your weight straight down. And look for at least some of that stretch in the outer right hip toward the glutes. Now, you can stay upright like this. Take it deeper toward a back bend if you like. You can sink down to the elbows, maybe come down all the way, but just take the version you need right now and breathe into this. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in towards center. And then tuck the toes of your left foot, release your right leg. Just take a moment and shake it. When the right foot comes down, inhale your left leg up high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Now bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot, pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. Again, hips are squared, but sink straight down. Look for some of that stretch on the left side, out of the left hip or toward the glutes. And again, maybe you stay upright, maybe go deeper to the extension toward the back bend. You can always come down to the elbows. You can melt down all the way. Take it to where you need to here. All right, then if your hands are forward, walk them back into center. And then tuck the toes of the right foot, release your left leg this time, shake it out. And once your left foot comes down, just bring your knees down on the mat. Legs out from underneath you, come all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down, just pull your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in for a moment. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release your left leg extended fully. Left arm down at your side. Now bring the right arm inside the right leg, take hold of the right big toe. Once you've got that grip, pull down, keep the right hip on the floor. As you're pulling down, press back up into your right hand. And use that tension up and down to find the stretch in the back of the right leg. Now you're probably going to feel it with a bent knee, and you can just stay there, breathe into the tension. And if you need to change your grip, you can use one or both hands. You can hold the foot, the ankle, the shin, the thigh, whatever works best. But keep pulling down and pressing up. Now, if you've got a straight right leg, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. And just breathe here. Now from here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly bend into the right knee and lower it toward the side of your ribs. We're going to take a half happy baby variation. So you're working to stack the right ankle above the right knee. When the foot's low enough, switch your grip. Right hand to the outside edge of the foot. Left hand to the other side. Now pull down with both hands. Try to press the knee to the floor, but press your foot up at the same time. And take that additional stretch in the inner thigh. Just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Drop both knees into your chest side by side, squeeze down. And switch it out when you're ready. Extend the right leg forward. And then right arm down to your side, left arm inside the left leg, take hold of the big toe. Now pull down, keep the left hip on the floor, but extend the left leg high as you're pulling down. And use the tension, find that stretch in the back of the left leg, breathe into it. Now, if you need another grip, again, you can use one or both hands. You can hold the foot, the ankle, the shin, the thigh, whatever serves you best. And if you got a straight left leg, draw that big toe directly over your shoulder. Just hold. Now from here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend to the left knee, lower it toward the side of your ribs. When the foot's low enough, left hand to the outside edge, right hand to the other side. Now stack the ankle above the knee, pull down, try to bring that knee to the floor, but press the foot up at the same time. And just breathe into the stretch on this side. Take an inhale. Now, with the exhale this time, just release the right hand. Take the full pose. Draw your right knee in. Hands to the outside edges of the feet. Stack the ankles above the knees and pull down. Now, as you're pulling down, press the feet up into your hands at the same time. Try to flatten out your spine. If you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. Now when you're ready, start to move again here bit by bit, fingers and toes. Move your arms and legs. Stretch out long. Take an inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then pull things in. Draw the elbows toward your chest, pull your knees up as well. Just take your time here. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Then just ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.